Now, go a little further. It is God that calls, and Noah must in very deed, personally and actually come. It is said, "Come into the ark." Now, notice that word, for it teaches us that in entering the ark Noah would be coming close to his God. Come thou, why did it not say, "Go thou"? Why? Because God was inside and meant to be inside, in the ark, along with Noah. And therefore he said, "Come thou." Oh, that blessed come. We had it the other night, you know, when we preached from "Come unto me all ye that labor and are heavy laden." Come, that is the grace word, but, oh, it is the glory word too, for Christ will say at the last, "Come, ye blessed of my Father. Inherit the kingdom prepared for you from before the foundation of the world." Come. God is in Christ Jesus, reconciling the world unto himself, not imputing their trespasses unto them, and he that comes to Christ comes to God. If you find rest in Christ, you will only do what the great God has done before you. For he rests in Christ Jesus. He smells a sweet savor of rest in the Redeemer's sacrifice. If you delight in Christ, you will only do what God has always been doing. For he delights in his Son. "This is my beloved Son," said he, "in whom I am well pleased." There is no coming to the Father but by Christ. But he that comes to Christ hath come to the Father, and he hath seen and known the Father. Coming to Christ is coming to God. Now observe that what is meant here is this, that dwellers in Christ are dwellers with God. To live in the ark was to live with God. Dwellers in Christ are under the protection of God. For to dwell in the ark was to have God for a guardian. Noah did as much as say, when he passed into the ark, "God is here, and I have come to live with him." God is master and protector here, and I am come to be protected by him. O soul, when thou canst say, "I trust in Christ," then thou mayest go on to say, "Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations." You may joy in God through Jesus Christ, by whom also we have received the atonement. Ah, how near to God that man is who dwells in Christ! When Christ is all in all to thee, the Father himself loveth thee, and thou mayest rejoice in a consciousness of communion and fellowship with him. Now, notice that when Noah came to the ark, he must come there to find his all in it. All the food he wants he must find in the ark. Mistress Noah cannot go out to market any more. Her daughters can no longer go to the shops and the stores. Noah's sons cannot farm or trade, or hunt or dig for gold. Houses, lands, treasures, will soon lie deep at the bottom of the flood. All Noah has is in the ark, it is his sole possession, his all, for which he has suffered the loss of all things, and rejoices to have so done. From the time of his entrance he is to find all his pleasure in the ark. There are no outdoor amusements for himself or his family. He cannot even find pleasure in the scenery, for that is blotted out by the deluges of rain. The valleys have vanished, and even the hills have disappeared as the deluge has increased. If he is to find any pleasure, he must find it inside the ark. It was a melancholy prospect, indeed, if he could look out from the window. But his joy and delight lay within the chambers of the ark, for there was he saved, and there he dwelt with God. All his food also to supply his necessities he must find inside the ark. He had no bayum nor warehouse to look to, and there was no port at which he could touch to take in cargo. Whatever need might arise, it must be met by the stores within the ark, for there was nothing outside but death. All his work was inside the ark too. He had nothing to do now except within that vessel, no fields to plow, no shops to keep. Nothing to do but what was inside the ark. Now, when a soul comes to Christ, it commits itself to him for everything. Christ must feed it. You must eat no longer for your soul anything but the bread of heaven. Jesus must become meat and drink to you, for his flesh is meat indeed, and his blood is drink indeed. Now you are to find your pleasure in him, your choicest delights, your sweetest joys, all in Christ Jesus, who is our hope, our crown, our delight, our heaven. And now, henceforth, your service must be to him only. You are not your own, you are bought with a price. And all that you have to do in this world now lies within the circumference of Christ's will. The commonest duties of life are now to be brought within the sacred circle. You have nothing to do outside in the waters of sin and self and Satan. You need neither fish in the waters of sin, nor go boating upon the waves of worldliness. You are in danger if you do. You are inside the ark, shut in with God, dead to the world, and only alive in Christ Jesus, that you may be floated in him out of the old world into the new heavens, and the new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Thus, you see, Noah in coming into the ark left everything, and found everything, even as by us the world is forsaken and Jesus becomes our all.